Good day, everyone. Trust to do well today. So, if you're the type that has been, thinking about how do people really make money trading stocks, especially Nigerian stocks, right? Basically, if you're a beginner and you want to learn how to trade stocks yourself, this video is for you. Today, I will break down 28 stock market terms, language, acronym every Nigerian beginner who wants to trade stocks, or invest in stock must understand to enable you or guide you, to trade by yourself and like a professional. First, this is not financial advice. This is just basic stock education. So let's get started. Number one, what is stock? A stock simply means ownership. If you buy shares of Dangote Cement, first off, keep in mind, if I say shares or stocks, I'm referring to the same thing. Even if I say equity, I'm referring to the same thing as well. So if you buy shares of Dangote Cement, MTN Nigeria or GTCO, it really means you own a small part of that company. Now, there are two main types of stocks, right? So, number one type of stock is common stocks, and the other one is preferred stocks. What is the difference between the two of them? Or what are the differences between the two of them? Common stock, this is what Nigerians buy, like, regular retail investors. You can earn profit from it. You can get dividend as well. You can vote in company matters. But guess what? Dividend is not guaranteed. So the second type of stocks is preferred stock. Let's really explain what it is and highlight the difference from common stock. So preferred stock, the difference between common stock and preferred stock is preferred stock is less common in Nigeria, right? So you usually don't vote if you hold preferred stock, right? And then again, dividend is more steady for a preferred stock holder. And in fact, you get paid first before a common shareholder. So those are the differences between, a common stockholder and a preferred stockholder. Let's go to number two. Number two, portfolio. A portfolio is just all the investments you own. If you own MTN, Zenith Bank, Nestle, that whole collection is your portfolio. Number three, dividend. Dividend simply means when a company shares profit with shareholders. For example, many Nigerian banks pay dividend once a year. And keep in mind, it's not only Nigerian banks. There are some companies that pay, dividend, once or twice a year. Number four, public and private companies. Now, what's the difference between public and private companies? A private company is listed on the Nigeria, exchange. That's the NGX. Example of these are Airtel Nigeria, Dangote Sugar, Seplat Energy, Presco, and GTCO. However, a private company is not listed on the stock exchange. A private company a private company could be like a massive company, but it's run and managed by one owner. Now, example of this in Nigeria is the likes of Globalcom, Moneypoint, OPay, and Eleganza Group as well. Number five, index. Now, when you hear index, it means how we measure the market. An index tracks how a group of stocks is doing. In the Nigeria market, common index are, banking index, industrial index, consumer goods index, ICT index, oil and gas index. Now, when people say the market is up, it usually means two things. Either the, ASI, which is the all share index is up, or a particular sector index is up. It could be the banking sector, it could be the consumer goods sector, but just get it that index means a category of stocks. Number six, stock exchange and broker. The stock exchange is the marketplace. Now, in Nigeria, it is known as the Nigeria Stock Exchange, NGX. You cannot buy stocks directly. You need a broker, a stockbroker, and this stockbroker has to be a licensed one. Basically, they are known as a licensed middleman. Now, they may charge brokerage fee, sec fee, stamp duty, and whatnot. It's normal. However, these days you can actually buy stocks directly using apps like Carrywise, Trove, RiseVest, Bamboo, etc. Now, these apps, right, what they do is this: they help you buy stocks through a stockbroker. So you always need a stockbroker along the way. It just happens that you're not dealing with the stockbroker right now. The app deals with the stockbroker on your behalf. That's a lot of flexibility for you to trade stocks. That's why you don't have any reason not to trade stocks, right? So let's go to number seven. Number seven, ticker symbol. Now, every stock has a short name or abbreviation or acronym. It's usually called ticker symbol. For instance, MTN Nigeria, you would see MTNN. For Dangote Cement, you would see Dang CEM. Now, that's what people refer to as ticker symbol. Number eight, market hours. Now, the Nigeria stock market runs from Monday through to Friday. Now, the time frame is usually between, morning till afternoon. The time specifically is usually from 9:30 to 2:30. So, no trading on weekends and no trading on public holidays. Number nine, stock price. This is simple to understand. It means the current price per share. Number 10, volume. Now that's very simple to understand as well. Volume practically means how many shares are being traded by a company. Number 11, liquidity. When you hear liquidity, it means how easy it is to buy or sell a particular stock from a particular company. You should realize that companies like MTN and Dangote Cement are very, very liquid. But small companies may trap your money. So beware. You could get into such company and see your, stock kind of skyrocket. But then again, you can't sell to anybody. So you feel trapped. And worst case scenario, you might be forced to sell at a discount to get out of that market because usually there is no volume, hence low liquidity. Number 12, market capitalization. Now, market capitalization basically means total value of the company on the stock market. Number 13, revenue. Revenue basically means total money coming in into like a company. Number 14, net profit. Net profit basically means money that is left after all expenses by a company. Number 15, assets. Assets means what the company owes. Number 15, liabilities. Liability means what a company owes. Like loans, debt. 17, EPS, that's earning per share. What this means is profit divided by numbers of shares. Number 18, PE ratio. That's price to earning ratio. Now, price to earning ratio is an indicator, that shows if a stock is cheap or expensive compared to profit. So this is like a simple way to know if a stock is overvalued or undervalued. Do not forget this because it will help you in the long run as you trade stocks. Number 19, dividend yield. What does this mean? It means dividend a company pays you for holding their stocks. Now, why do some company pays dividend? Well, technically, first, some company pay dividend because they're profitable. That's number one. But the main reason why some company pay dividend is just like to incentivize their investors to keep holding their stocks. Now, why are they doing that? They are doing that just so they don't want you to go invest in other investments such as bond, because the stock market and bond are always competing. So dividend is just like to keep you, with them. Even if you decide to sell some stocks, you won't sell their stocks because they're paying you dividend. You might sell other stocks just so you go invest elsewhere. So they just want to like incentivize you to keep holding their stocks because the competition is real. In the capital market. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Number 20, ETFs. ETFs trade like stocks but tracks an index. So you remember what we said an index is, right? Category of stocks like banking index, consumer goods index, industrial goods index and the like. So basically, people who invest in ETFs, they just like the investment because they don't want stress of picking individual stocks. So they just want a situation whereby they just buy a whole index, and whatever individual stock that make profits, that make profit in that index, it's a win-win for everybody. But they don't make as much money as someone who holds one particular stock. But guess what? Over time, right? They actually beat the market. It's kind of it's kind of funny, but it's the truth. According to Warren Buffett, over time, if you hold an index fund or ETF, you will beat the market compared to someone who trade one single or pick stocks rather. And keep in mind, if you tend to invest in an index fund or ETF, just know that you holding for a very, very long time. You know, 5 to 10 years, 20 years, you hold it for a long time. But basically, it's very, very much guarantees that it will beat the market and you'll see good returns over that long period of time. So let's go to the next one. 21, volatility. Now, volatility means how quick and wild prices move in the market. Number 22, bull market. Bull market means prices are rising, prices are skyrocketing. Number 23, bear market. Bear market basically means prices are falling. Number 24, correction. Correction basically means small fall in the market. Number 25, crash. When you hear a market is crashing, it means serious fall is actually going on in that market. Basically, bloodbath. You will see all red for an extended period of time. So number 26, IPO. IPO basically means when a company lists on Nigerian Stock Exchange NGX. Then number 27, buyback. Buyback means company buys its share back. Now when a company does this, you should also be accumulating because it means they are sure of what they have going on, behind the scene. Number 28, ex-dividend date. Now, ex-dividend date means deadline to qualify to get dividend payout. So now, after learning all this, here is one bitter truth. The Nigerian stock market rewards patience, punishes greed, and exposes ignorance. So most losses come from no knowledge, health mentality, chasing hype. So my advice to you is, be diligent when trying to pick stocks. Do your own in-depth, analysis and research about the company you about as that's the company stocks you about investing in. And lastly, if you're not sure about your ability to pick the right stock, I post stock recommendation video every week for you to buy and make profit. So subscribe to my channel to always see such video when I post stock recommendation every week. Lastly, if this video helped you, like the video and share with someone who you think might also need it. See you in my next stocks recommendation video. Bye for now.